Hello, YouTube. This is Super Person. Of course, you can call me Super, and I'm here to do, as the title implies, Therian interview questions, or Otherkin interview questions. Now, I'm in this one group on Facebook called Otherkin, obviously, and one person posted a video about these questions, and I had no idea they existed. And it's kind of a cool idea just to answer questions. So, here's my attempt at, doing that video. So basically I'm going to answer the questions on this video. I'll post a link in my description box so you know what I'm answering. So you can, if you want to make a video, you can, because I didn't know it existed. So let's get this started so it won't take forever. Let's see. Okay, question 1. What name do you go by? What is the significance of it to you? I go by my name, Tiffany. Its significance, it's my birth name. I know some Therians or Otherkins have, like, other names they call themselves. I've yet to find one. I just call myself by my name. I don't know if my dragon side has a name. I have no idea. I didn't figure that out. I feel like maybe she does. I don't know. I do. Whatever. The only other name I go by is Super Person, obviously. And, Super Person is a gamer name I came up with when I was, like, I don't know, 10, 8, whatever, when the first Xbox came out, so that's the only other name I go by, and that's just because of a gamer name. So let's see, next question. How old are you, and what is the gender you identify as? I'm 22, and I identify as a female, and I am a female. What is your Otherkin Therian species? I am a maroon dragonkin. Pretty normal looking dragon, though I have like kind of a lengthy, thinner tail and slightly longer neck. How long have you known that you're Otherkin? How old were you when you awakened? I've known I'm an Otherkin for about 8 months. That's when I actually known the term, awakened, realized I'm an Otherkin. I've always known there was something odd about me since I was a child. Let's see. How did you find the Otherkin community? I found it after I first found out about becoming Otherkin and answering these questions of why I felt different from other people and my awakening process. I slowly just found the Where List, which is like a site for Therians or Otherkin, and kind of branched off from there. So just from looking. How does being Otherkin affect your life? I mean, it affects it daily, I guess. In the sense that you slightly feel outcasted from other people because you're different. And they can't relate to how you're different. Like, if you have friends or family that don't know, which none of mine do, you have this weird part of you that you can't really talk about or explain them. You have these weird feelings and emotions and sensations that you can't explain or describe to anyone. So it slightly you feel very outcasted and alone. Daily life. Mental shifts affect daily life. Phantom shifts affect daily life. Sensory shifts affect daily life. Stuff like that. I mental shift here and there. Sometimes it's usually once a week, every 2 weeks, whatever. Phantom shifting usually happens every day, varying from my hands to my face to horns. Wings are extremely rare. A tail is extremely rare. So that's daily life stuff. It's always there. It affects life in the sense that it's me. Other people don't know it, and I have phantom things. Try to make these short so I can do maybe all one video. Are you out of the metaphysical closet? If so, to whom? The only person I'm out to really is my younger brother, who is open about the spiritual stuff, so he knows I'm Otherkin. Does he actually believe me? I don't think so. But he knows at least. He doesn't really care. He didn't ask any follow-up questions or really seem interested in the idea that I'm an Otherkin, but he knows at least, right? Let's see. How would your family react to you being Otherkin? My mom would just not understand. She wouldn't really get angry. She'd just be confused. My grandmother would be she would think I'm insane. Pretty much anyone my dad's side of the family would think I'm insane. My mom's side of the family would think I'm insane, except for like my mom maybe. My older brother would think I'm insane for the most part. My younger brother already knows. And that's really about it. Most would just think I'm insane. That's kind of obvious though when you think about it. I mean, if you weren't an Otherkin and someone came up to you and said, I'm a dragon, I do not blame them from feeling that they would see me as insane. I see myself as insane sometimes. So, let's see. What does being Otherkin mean to you? Being Otherkin means to me that I mean, that's hard to, what do you mean by that? What does it mean to me? It means that I identify spiritually as something other than a human. That there's something connected to me. I'm part of a dragon. Part dragon. There's a dragon. I'm a dragon inside somehow. For whatever reasons. It just means being connected to an animal to me. Like, I'm very strongly connected to this animal. There's definitely a dragon presence in me. It is not my guide. I've seen this dragon. It's me. She's creepy as hell at times, and she's there. Like, she is me. I'm her. It's weird. So, being Otherkin is me being an animal on the inside. Basically. How do you believe you came to be Otherkin? Is it a psychological connection? Were you reincarnated? Explain. I probably believe it's psychological because I'm very open to the fact that I'm insane. So I totally see the fact that maybe I'm just, overthinking feelings and totally making this up in my head as I go. Total possibility. Come on, we can't deny that. Reincarnated. I'm starting to feel I was reincarnated from a dragon, maybe. I have these weird memories occasionally. I think it's just my daydreaming. But I don't know. I think I may be reincarnated, or that me and this dragon merged together, and now we're one being. I don't know. I think I was reincarnated, but like I said, could be insane. Let's see. Number 11. What do you hope the Otherkin community will be like in 10 years? Are you for public awareness or against it? Why or why not? 10 years, I would hope the Otherkin community is more in the light. I'm totally open for public awareness. I want to be more of a talked about thing. I don't like to say we're like gays, but I like the whole idea of coming out of the closet thing. I kind of wish that, we would be able to. It would be a normal thing to be like, oh. It's like, oh, my daughter's an Otherkin. Okay. I don't want to be like such a taboo, horrible thing. Like, I don't want the media to make it seem like we're insane or in a bad light. I'm sure there's plenty of insane ones. But it'd be nice if we were just more accepted by normal peers. And you wouldn't feel so outcasted and feel so shunned if you were to even mention it. Like, I don't mention this to anyone because, like I said, what are they going to think? You're insane. So it'd just be nice if we were just more known. And in like 10 years, I'd like to see us more known, more open, and more accepted by just general public, basically. Okay, do you have phantom limbs? What are they, and how often do you feel them? Yes, I do. I feel them at least once a day, typically. They range from my hands, which, feels like my fingers are longer. I feel this weird thickness around them. I have no idea. I can't see it. I don't know. I feel something. Fuzziness. I call it, it's a fuzzy general feeling of my hands coming out longer. Generally. Never felt scales. I feel a face thing that comes out to about here, typically. I feel horns, usually only the first ones. I don't know. I feel like I have two. I keep seeing myself with two, but I've only ever really felt the first set. I felt wings, I felt a tail, and my feet have rarely done it as well. Do you mental shift? Have you ever harmed yourself or someone else during one? Mental shift, yes I do. I do it, like I said, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. It can happen in public, which is extremely embarrassing, or it can happen... I'm pretty good at suppressing it, but sometimes it just gets to a point. Usually I do it alone in my room at night, when I let it out, and yeah, I let the beast out, but it builds up. I let the beast out, or she forces her way out enough that she goes, I'm going to be here. And I don't harm anyone because I'm completely alone in my room. The most I do is knock over things and be an idiot. I'm sure if anyone was watching me, I would look ridiculous. Let's see. Have you ever mental shifted at a time where it could be considered inappropriate? Yes, I have. I've mental shifted at work a couple times. Completely inappropriate. But I managed to contain it in a way that I'm okay. Do you astral project? Number 15. Do you astral project or practice any occult crafts? I do not astral project. I want to, never been able to. I do lucid dream. Obviously, if you watch any of my other videos, I do lucid dream quite a bit. I'm not sure that's considered occult, but I do that. And any other occult stuff, I occasionally do spells. They don't work, but I try. That's about it. I work crystals. Ow. I work crystals, does that count? I'm sort of a pagan, but I don't really do a lot of the spell stuff. Don't have the money or the time. So, no to that, and sort of. Do you feel you are any sort of danger to society? Wait, do you feel you are any sort of danger to society? No. I don't feel like I'm any danger to society. If I could turn it, okay, as Otherkin as we are right now, We're just people who feel like we're animals. We have no abilities. We have nothing. We can't turn into animals. We have no superhuman nothing. We cannot do anything. So are we a threat to anyone? No. Now, if we were living in some alternate universe where Otherkin were shapeshifters, sort of like werewolves or whatever else, then yes, I would say we'd have some general ability to fight back society or whatever, what have you. But as it is, we don't do anything. We can't do anything, so we're not a threat to anyone. And it's not nearly enough of us to do any kind of harm. So society, you're perfectly safe. Not that any, I mean, sure, some of us hate society, but I don't know. I don't really care about society. Does your non-human identity complicate everyday life for you? If so, how? Not really. Some days it's slightly mellow that I'm not a dragon, but I mean, it is a life. I have to deal with it, right? The only time it really complicates things is when I'm mental shifted and I guess my dragon side doesn't understand human anatomy and it's a little awkward, but it doesn't really mess up everyday life. Why do you believe you are here as a human? I believe I'm here in this life, I guess, because I'm sort of pagan into the whole reincarnation. As a human, I assume, like any life, I'm here to learn some lesson, to make my spirit shape and grow into a better form. Like, my whole view on that is, I don't know, complicated, but I basically feel like, you know, in this life, as a human, I'm supposed to learn some lesson or meaning, shape my soul into a better version of itself, and I will keep doing that life after life until I become some perfected soul. I don't know what happens, but I'm here to learn something, I guess. Learn something, shape my soul, something important. I'm here to be human to learn something. Obviously, I can't be a dragon, because dragons do not exist physically in the world, so it's not like I can just be a dragon. Yeah, so the answer is that. What are you active among the Otherkin community? Somewhat. I go on a Facebook thing. I used to go on the whale list, but I forgot my password, so I can't figure out how to get back on there. That's basically it. I mean, I don't see any Otherkins in real life, so the most Otherkin community I deal with is Facebook. That's really it, sadly. Are you religious? What faith do you follow? Does it contradict with your Otherkin identity, or do you feel that the two are together somehow? Well, am I religious? Somewhat. What faith do you follow? I'm pagan, I believe. Best way to describe it. Does it contradict with my Otherkin identity? No. It actually complements it, I guess. It does, you know, being pagan is a pretty open-ended religion. Almost like the umbrella term for a lot of things. For a lot of beliefs. So, I'm like a Mother Earth kind of. I know there's something out there. I'm slightly agnostic pagan, which means being Otherkin doesn't really affect in a negative way. It's actually pretty hand in hand. Like, I've reincarnated. I believe dragons exist in some astral plane, so they kind of go hand in hand. Have you been emotionally, verbally, or physically harassed simply for being Otherkin? No. Do you feel that you are oppressed because you are Otherkin? No. What is your take on fiction-kin and media-kin? What about machine-kin and appliance-kin? Fiction-kin and media-kin. I believe that there's I believe the people who believe they're fiction-kin and media-kin have a right to believe they are. Same with machine-kin and appliance-kin. They have complete right to believe that just as much as we have a right to believe we're animals. Is it any more realistic than us believing we're animals? I think we're all crazy, but I do and I don't. But, I mean, do I personally believe that I believe in the whole reincarnation thing, so I believe that fiction-kin and media-kin cannot exist in my belief system. I believe that they have a valid right to believe they're that. Valid. They may very well believe that they're that, feel things and believe they're that, and that's fine. I'm not saying they can't do that. I don't think I'm any better for believing I'm a dragon than someone believing they're a blender. That is fine. I'm just saying I don't believe that realistically you could have the soul of something made up in fiction that never existed before, can never exist, and was made up completely on the spot by some movie or anything. So that's my thought. Did your awakening process seem relatively easy or difficult to you? Why? The awakening process was easy. I'm awoken, I guess, now. I feel like I'm still awakening in the sense that I'm trying to figure out more about my dragon side through lucid dreaming and figure out what's going on with her and why I'm connected to her, stuff like that. I'm awoken. It was relatively easy. I mean, I read things, understood things. It's basically just putting the pieces together. Basically. I mean, it was kind of abrupt in the sense that my dragon side came out of nowhere. I didn't even know about Otherkin, just came out of nowhere in a meditation. No idea what was going on with her. And she was kind of boofed, so it was abrupt in the sense that she came out of nowhere. I always loved dragons and felt I should be a dragon, but I never had sensations or anything until she abruptly came out of nowhere. So it was slightly abrupt, but it was easy to handle. It wasn't like it was a horrible thing. I've gotten better at it. It wasn't very bad. Why do you think... Wait, what do you think of information provided online about Otherkin? Is it relevant or not? Some is, some isn't. It depends who writes it. Some people are really into the idea of physical shape-shifting. When you get into those sections of the internet, I mean, what they think, they're writing what they think is true and it's not. I would love to physically shapeshift into a dragon. You have no idea how much I would love to do that. That's been my dream since I was like 5. But I know it's physically impossible. I've gotten older. I realize it's physically impossible. If someone can find some way to do it, great. But if you read those things online, that section of the internet, that is false. So some sections of the internet, what you can read is completely wrong, and other sections are very on base, and they're very logical, and they're sensible, and they know what they're talking about. So it kind of depends what you're reading, if it's good or bad. So it's, yeah, relevant sometimes. What do you think? Okay, wait, how has your Otherkin Therian defined you as a person? Do you feel as if it is giving you morals that you didn't have before? It's defined me as a person because it's a part of me. Like when someone says me, like, who? Oh, look, super person. What are you doing, super person? It's like, oh, super person is a dragon. It's who I am. It defines me in the sense that it is me. It's a part of me, much like, I guess, being a white person is being a white person. Like that's a part of you. You're a human. Being a human is a human. I don't know. It is a part of me, so it defines me in that sense. But I wouldn't say it's given me any morals I didn't have. Not really. I don't think it has. I'm more open-ended to this stuff. Before I even read about it, I thought it was insane, but now that I am one, and I've realized I am one, I mean, I'm more open-ended, and I understand that things can happen we can't explain. We can feel things we can't explain. And I guess if that's a moral, I've learned that, to be open. Have you learned any long life lessons due to your Otherkin identity? Not yet. Do you have any tips or advice for young and newly awakened Otherkin? Young and newly awakened. Take it slow. Like when you first become aware of like this other side of you, just take it slow. Don't jump on the bandwagons. Don't jump on to the bad sites. Don't start trying crazy things or spells to try and make you more of your animal. It's not going to happen. Take everything with a grain of salt that you read, and really the only answers you need are inside yourself. Meditate, lucid dream, think calmly inwardly about like these questions you have about your identity. Because only you can answer these questions. No form can. If you're an Otherkin, you felt this stuff for a long time. Most likely. Even if you didn't know why you were feeling them. You've always felt out of place, or whatever reason. So, just take it slow. You're new to this. It's not like there's no rush. You don't have to feel like you need to find your animal quickly. Maybe you know you're an Otherkin, but you don't know your species. Don't feel like you're rushed to figure this out. It is completely open-ended. There is no time set. Just take it slow. Basically what I tell new people. And don't feel like you're alone. There's always other people online. I mean, finding another kid in real life is difficult, so remember, you may be alone physically in the reality, but there is the internet, and the internet has your back. So remember, when you're in doubt, you can look at the internet for some kind of shoulder to lean on when you feel troubled about this stuff. Let's see, last question. Anything else you'd like to share with us? Not really. I mean, I feel like Otherkin can be defined by so many people. Otherkin is viewed so many different ways. Otherkin, Therian. There's just so many things you could ask someone and figure out by someone. And they're all different for each person. Like, my answers to these questions are completely different than anyone else's. And it's just kind of interesting how everyone's view on being Otherkin is completely their own. Some may view it physically, some are, spiritually. Some may view it very spiritually, some may view it psychologically, some may view it both, like I'm sort of in the... It's just interesting. And there's, these questions hopefully will open up, people's minds, different views on things, stuff like that. And, I don't know what else I could say. Being an Otherkin's a life journey, and we're all stuck with our species dysphoria, I guess they call it. It's it can be hard at times in the sense, like I said, you feel alone and outcasted at times, but I mean, it's not horrible. You know, I do wish we had more physical Otherkin communities, like get-togethers you can see instead of just the internet. So you have that physical relationship with someone in the sense that you can see them in person, you can talk to them, you can hang out with them. I would like that. I'd like to see that more in the future. Yeah, that's basically it. So that is me answering the Otherkin questions. And thanks guys for watching this. It was sort of fun to do, you know, just to answer these questions. So thanks for watching, and you guys have a super day.